Stewart. I'm a junior currently, and I'm an English major, philosophy minor. I'm from Seattle, Washington. I'm currently the Chief Administrative Officer for Kappa Alpha Theta and the Director of Student Health and Wellness for ASLMU, and I was just elected to be Vice President of Student Wellness for ASLMU in the coming year. And I also just accepted a position as Treasurer of Sigma Tau Delta, the English Honor Society, and I am a Newman Civic Fellow as well for the coming year. Always been interested in health and wellness, and in high school that was like my main thing. I started a club for like risk prevention, like decreasing drug use at my high school, and I got really involved with like promoting mental health, and I joined like a community coalition that was aimed at like decreasing depression and suicide rates among teens. And so it's just kind of always been something I was passionate about, and I was really involved with that in high school. So I just felt like it was kind of like a natural continuation to do that work in college as well. And it's kind of grown past just those things I mentioned. I feel like my approach is now much more holistic to health and wellness, but it's always been a passion of mine. And so it just kind of made sense to continue doing it at LMU since it's something that I love. And it's just important to me for wherever I am, for my community to be like healthy and supportive of people. So I wanted to have that to help make that a reality at LMU as well. It's kind of an interesting culture that we have, like in America specifically, but also on college campuses where, you know, like I feel like a lot of kind of addictions can go under the radar because it's so normalized to just party all the time. And a lot of people aren't aware of when like maybe their friends are actually struggling with some type of addiction, whether it's to alcohol or something else. And it can be just like incredibly damaging to that individual's mental health and physical health and just like holistic well-being. And so I think that's something I want to focus on, just because also like it can be really serious, like substance abuse, and it can lead to different harder drugs and overdoses, and it's just kind of like substance abuse prevention is stopping that before it ever starts, and getting people the help that they need and the education they need to make smart decisions. And I think that that's really important at college, is people be educated about the risks and be able to make decisions for themselves that are going to set them up for their healthiest life. And so, yeah, I think that's why I've chosen to focus on that, because I feel like it kind of ties in really well with my interest in health and wellness. Past year in that position has been interesting because of COVID, but basically one of my main focuses in the past year has been like increasing access to mental health resources for students, just because of the nature of the pandemic. And so that has looked like working with LMU Cares to facilitate Wellness Wednesday activities. I also worked with LMU Cares and the Office of Student Conduct to kind of reorganize their website so that it was easier for students to find resources. And then also as Director of Health and Wellness, I focused on like survivor support, and holding the university accountable for supporting survivors of sexual assault, because there were Title IX changes that happened. And so I worked with ASLMU's Senate to write a resolution calling on the university to support survivors of sexual assault. And I actually have a meeting regarding that with the administration. So those are some of the projects that I've been working on the past year, just really trying to like increase access to resources for students for anything: mental health, physical health, sexual health, survivor support, all of the above. It's honestly been amazing because I've felt really connected to campus, especially this past year, even though it's been online. Being on ASLMU has made me feel like I'm still part of LMU in a time where maybe I otherwise wouldn't have felt. I'm excited to go back in person. I think that it's going to be an opportunity to kind of change or reinforce the culture at LMU, because we've been gone for so long now, and 2 whole grades, half of LMU, won't have spent any time on LMU's campus. And I think that's really exciting, because it's kind of like a clean slate almost to, you know, start new projects and initiatives and reintroduce old ones that everybody loved. But just kind of, it's going to be like difficult, but I think it's an exciting opportunity, just because like I'm hoping to focus on some like mental health initiatives right in the beginning, since I feel like that is really important after this past year. And like one thing that I talked about in my campaign was I wanted to have like campus-wide mental health awareness weeks. So maybe implementing one of those. I don't know the capacity of how many people are going to be allowed to be in person, like in spaces together. So that's kind of difficult. But yeah, I'm excited to kind of figure out how this position that I've been doing online works in person, because it's going to be different and it's going to be challenging to figure out, but it's exciting too. I feel like more than campus itself, I just miss like people. And like everybody at LMU is so nice, and I miss just like being able to pass people and smile and wave at them and have like short conversations in line at Starbucks, or like just the like small interactions with the other students. That like, it's kind of what made me fall in love with LMU. So I really miss that. I'm really interested in having a career either in law or even probably politics or public service. So in some way, yeah, because I want to like shape policies and change policies that will help increase access to resources for everybody on a way broader scale than just, you know, at the university, like hopefully citywide, statewide, who knows. So yeah, that's something I'm definitely interested in and want to continue. So that's kind of how I feel like ASLMU, my position, fits into what I want to do in the future.